This is what we're dealing with. So my question to you, Pastor Mark, in looking at this debt, why don't we cut most Americans are not interested in CRT, especially if it's federally funded. Why can't we see that change?
This is preposterous to me under a Joe Biden administration. $1.7 trillion of this ridiculous, ominous spending bill, right? 1.9 billion of that is going to what they're calling border patrol management so that they can spend $1.9 billion capture illegals at the border and then release them back into our population. Over 500 million of that is going to other governments and other countries. But get this, under the Joe Biden administration, we can't use not $1 of this border management to actually securing our own borders. And yes, they're pushing that critical race theory, the ungodly critical race theory, the transgenderism that is indoctrinating our children, which is why I'm so thankful that President Trump has a plan to eliminate that very thing, to make sure that we remove any federal funding to any school that is pushing that critical race theory and into our children's mind. Fire any teacher or education administrator that is pushing their transgender agenda into the minds of our children. Our kids in America, Gene, should be receiving good pro-American, pro-patriotic education in our school. They should not have to worry about when a parent sends their child to school to be co-parented by a left-wing agenda, a left-wing evil-spirited person that does not have the spirit of grace and the spirit of God in their spirit. No, I believe without a shadow of a doubt, this is why Americans are realizing parents have lost complete control. We're having this crazy spending on ridiculous wars that has nothing to do about the sovereignty and the prosperity of the American citizens. This is why Donald Trump has to be reelected. And I know you're probably saying, stop talking about Donald Trump, right? But the fact of the matter is, this man is the person I believe God has called us for this hour to bring America back to a place to where we honor God, where we recognize God. What Christian president right now that has made sure that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel? What Christian president, right, that makes sure that 3 Supreme Court justices are placed back on the bench so that we can overturn Roe v. Wade? What Christian president that tackled the Johnson Amendment that is blocking preachers and pastors from preaching the gospel of Jesus and talking about political matters from their pulpit without having the fear of the weaponized IRS coming to take their nonprofit status? There are so many Christian presidential candidates that's going to enter the race. Right. They can talk like a Christian. They can quack like a Christian. But are they making Christian policies that affects our Christian faith in America? There's only one person that's done that, and that's Donald Trump, Gene.